so I'm happy.
The Eagles are hoping so because they traded him away for a conditional first if he plays 75% of the snaps. So.
Yep, and that's going to be a high first if the Colts continue to look like this. And I know how Eagles fans are watching the Colts because it's the same way Jets fans are watching the Seahawks. Like, oh baby, give me that high first.
Yep. If the season ended today, Eagles would have 3 of the top 7 picks.
Wow.
Or top 9, I think it was actually. Still, 3 in the top 10, let alone 3 in the first round.
You should be worried. They could do a lot with that.
Oh, I'm not worried because they'll fucking trade it away for a box of cigars and condoms. That's the Eagles. It's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's true. They also don't have a real head coach, in my opinion. So
what's wrong with Nick Sirianni? He's young.
What's wrong with him is that he doesn't know how to run the football.
Well, I'm sorry. He's got Miles Sanders as his running back, so I don't fault him there.
Miles Sanders has looked good when he's actually gotten opportunities. The problem is he hasn't gotten any opportunities. And then you've got Kenneth Gainwell, who looks like he could be the real deal, and you're not giving him any opportunities. So
I just want to say,
you gotta run the football.
I talk about Penn State like they're the greatest school of all time because they're my favorite. But have you seen the running backs that have come out of Memphis these past few years? Darrell Henderson, Tony Pollard, Antonio Gibson, Kenny Gainwell. Fuck, that's great.
About to be dubbed, running back university.
For real. If Kenny Gainwell's one of 2 Eagles I like.
I like him. I've been trying to get him in Dynasty. I think he's the truth.
It's him and Jalen Reagor. Those are the 2 I like. But yeah,
I like Devontae Smith.
Nah,
but mostly for personal reasons.
I like him as in I understand he's great, but he's an Eagle. Fuck him. Anyways, yeah. So Colts, Texans. Not much more to say. Real ass kicking. Unless you got more to say, we're just gonna move on.
Nope. Moving on.
All right. Well, it's a good thing Tony's not here, but unfortunately he was at MetLife Stadium as the Rams beat the ever-living shit out of the New York Giants, 38-11, and it wasn't even that close. That fucking touchdown came in the last, last 6 minutes, 21 seconds? It wasn't even that close. It was bad. Bad day to be a Giant fan, bad day to be a Giant. There's a lot of things that the Giants need to do, and the first thing that they should have done after this game was fire Dave Gettleman. Because he is trash.
I think Tony would be on board with that. Yeah, that was a game I'm glad I had Red Zone on for, because it wasn't on that game very much.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to remember because I just saw this in passing. But I think in the last 5 years, the best record the Giants have had through 6 games has been 2-4. And I think we can all agree that in those 5 years, they've had some great rosters on paper. They've got Saquon. Their wide receivers have been very good. Their defense on paper is incredible. What's going on? I know they don't have a very good offensive line. Will Hernandez, even though he's a piece of shit, he's good. Nick Gates, even though he's a fucking trash piece of shit, he's good. What is going on? Why can't they put all those pieces, Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon and Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, and Evan Ingram? Why can't they put it all together and be a cohesive team? Daniel Jones, obviously he's struggling. He's had an issue. Can't get consistent running. He can't get consistent receiving. What's going on?
I mean, no Saquon is always going to make them way worse of a team. They invested an extremely high pick in him. He's been a key member of their offense and their offensive scheme. Apparently, Tony was a big part of the game plan this week, and when he went down, their game plan basically went out the window. So, And then they're facing a legitimate monster contender, the Rams. Like, they are definitely making playoffs. I think very, very good chance of going to the NFC Championship and maybe the Super Bowl.
I said it. I think the Rams are winning the Super Bowl this year. I've said that on this podcast multiple times. I think the Rams and Cowboys playing the NFC Championship. I did say the Bills and the Browns playing the AFC Championship. That's going to change. It's probably going to be Bills-Ravens. Bills go to the Super Bowl. Rams beat Bills in the Super Bowl. That's been my prediction from the beginning. That's still my prediction.
Yeah, I just want to see, in the NFC playoffs, I want to see the Rams versus the Bucs, because I think that would be a great game. Similarly built teams. I think that would be a lot of fun, whether that's the NFC Championship or earlier in the playoffs. We'll see. And then you got the Cardinals. Those are the big three in the NFC for me.
What about the Cowboys?
And they're number 4. I want to see more consistent defense from the Cowboys. But I so far they are looking solid. I'm not gonna tell you they're not. They've had a lot of health issues in the past. If they can stay healthy this season, then they're right up there too.
All right, yeah, but looking at the teams the Giants have played. I know people love the Broncos for whatever reason. They're not all that great. They're 3-3 right now. Broncos beat them by 14. They should have beat Washington. There was a bullshit offsides on a missed field goal by D-Hop, who was just released today for a kicker named Blewett. So Giants should have won that.
You can't make that up.
No. Blewett's been in the league for a long time. He's good, though. But... Falcons.
The moment he misses a late field goal, you're just gonna be like, "You blew it!"
And he's like, "Someone call? Yeah." They lost to the Falcons. They beat the Saints. The Cowboys beat the shit out of them. So honestly, I expected more. The Rams definitely should have beat them. The Cowboys definitely should have beat them. They should have beat the Falcons. They should have beat Washington. And like I said, the Broncos, like if I'm even an average team, they don't scare me. I'm not afraid of the Broncos. Von Miller can talk all he wants, says that he's going to destroy whatever offensive lineman. The Broncos are not a good team. Congrats, bud. You're good. Elevate your team. Make them better. Teddy Bridgewater's not doing it. The rest of your defense isn't doing it. Your offensive line is trash. Talk all your shit. You're not good. You're good. Your team's not good. So, a little rant. I don't hate the Broncos, but I hate when good players on shit teams talk a lot of shit like they're serious contenders. I think we both called them pretenders last week.
They haven't contended since Peyton Manning was there.
Yeah, they're like, what's your plan? Teddy Bridgewater, and then if that doesn't work out, Drew Lock. I think his name's Andrew. I was thinking Andrew Luck, and said
it's very similar.
Yeah,
very similar name, completely different skill level.
Drew Lock is your insurance plan. Shit, I feel more comfortable with.
I'm still so mad at them for not taking Fields. I'm still furious at them. But yeah, no, I agree. No, Von Miller can say what he will. He's earned the right to talk some shit, but your defense is going to be on the field for far too long for you to be winning games because your offense is not that great, and they're going to turn the ball over. So, yeah, they are certainly a pretender, as we said, and it stinks because they have almost everything else going for them outside of consistent quarterback play, and now now their defense is looking shakier than it should outside of players like Von Miller.
Their receiving core is my favorite receiving core in the NFL. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and KJ Hamler. That is the most fun wide receiving core in the NFL. That is electricity on electricity on electricity.
Tight ends.
Yeah.
Who looks impressive.
But God, their defense looks bad. Their offensive line isn't very good. Your quarterback is Teddy Bridgewater, who I thought last year
on Sunday.
Last year I thought he was good. This year he's proven me to be wrong.
Their defense got torched. So yeah, I mean, again, Von Miller can talk shit individually. He can say, "I'm gonna get you," and he has a good shot at doing so. But their defense gave up 400 plus yards. And you know, it was a lot on the cornerbacks because it was a lot through the air. It was Carr, you know, basically just going off on them.
Yep. So getting back to the Giants-Rams game, because we went a little off topic. The stats: Stafford 251 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. The only reason I'm not going to give Matthew Stafford more shit for not having more yards, because he should have had more yards, is he can't throw more yards when the fucking defense gives him the ball on the Giants 30 because of interceptions. Like, he can only throw those 30 yards. So, Matthew Stafford with a pedestrian for him, 251, 4 touches, 1 pick. Daniel Jones, 242 yards, 3 interceptions. Ouch. Darrell Henderson, 21 carries, 78 yards. He's looking real good. Splitting time with Sony Michel. Michel had an additional 42. God, imagine that 3-headed monster at running back. I know they wouldn't have had Sony Michel if Cam Akers got hurt, or if he hadn't gotten hurt. But Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson is a top 5 1-2 running back combination. Right there with Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. Right there with Chubb and Hunt, Jonathan Taylor and Marlon Mack, or Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines, whichever running back they're going to end up keeping. So when Cam Akers is healthy, this team has a scary running back combination, because Darrell Henderson, mind you, is the number 2 running back and is playing like a number 1. So.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be this good, so congrats to him, because he looks great. I'm hoping Akers can come back. That, you know, unfortunate Achilles injury, very difficult to come back from as a running back. So,
but here's the thing, though. I will say, he's gotten hurt and he's come back stronger. He's gotten hurt and he's come back stronger. So he has a history of getting hurt and coming back better. This is an Achilles injury, and that is bad, especially for a running back. But I've seen him get hurt bad and come back better. So I don't expect anything less this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rams put the fucking shellac on the Giants, 38-11, which is good for Dallas. Good for Dallas. All right. Anything more to say about that before we move on?
Nope. Yeah.
All right. Another game that's good for Dallas, Chiefs and Washington. I will say, was pretty fucking scared with the Chiefs in the first half because they did not look good. Pat Mahomes is looking real pedestrian right now, and I think that's happening for 3 reasons. 1, his offensive line's not very good. 2, he doesn't have a good running game with him. And 3, Jackson and Brittany and his mom need to shut the fuck up. All you're doing is distracting him from playing football. You're doing literally nothing good when he's constantly got to worry that his mom's going to piss off his teammates, that his fiance is going to piss off his teammates, that his brother's going to piss off the rest of the NFL. You're doing nothing good. Shut the fuck up. You're not Pat. Stay in the background. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they figured out some of their offensive woes in this one. I think they got like 500 yards against Washington and a bunch of touchdowns. Again, this is what we touched on before. Washington defense is full of talent and just not showing it. They
even
are 2-4, and they're about to be 2-5 against the Packers. So
they're even Sorry, go on.